All right, do over. So we're doing a do over. So let's see how YouTube does with this. I have coffee. It's good. So that looks all right. All right, so we're gonna try this again. So do over. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look at what we got going on here. So what I did was I set up a 1 terabyte drive. Go get him, dog. And I named it Wabbajack. And basically what I did here was I put Wabbajack in here. So this is all the files from Wabbajack. And then I generated this, which is my Wabbajack file from my mod list. And then I installed it here. So this mod organizer right here is separate. So it's in Z drive, right? But if I go back to my PC, this in my X drive is my game. So this one's my game, and this is a copy of my MO2. So that's the one we're going to start up. We're going to start up the copy, and we're going to see how it runs. So everything here, I mean, it copied all my separators and everything. It copied all of that. Now, synthesis, here, we'll look at this. This is the README. So let's make it a little bit bigger so people can read it. Okay, so I went through and this is set up for 3440 by 1440 widescreen out of the box. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to follow these instructions to turn this into 1920. Hey, what's up? Haven Birch, welcome. Yeah, so it's set up for widescreen, which is what I play, 3440 by 1440. And we're going to try to convert this to 1920 by 1080. So I put some instructions in the README for how to do that. And then we want to get the Sky UI flashing save game fix also. So, and we're going to, so there's, if you want to play at a different resolution, you need to use the search function in MO2, bottom left box, for the word widescreen and uncheck the 4 mods before it come up in the installed list. So we're just going to run through this like we just installed it, right? And we're going to say, okay, we're searching for widescreen. All right, and we want to get rid of whatever comes up here for widescreen. So we're going to get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. Those are the 4 mods for widescreen. So we're going to get rid of all of those. And good job, Gears, you made it. All right, next thing it says, also need to change these lines in the Skyrim Prefs INI under display. So we need to change the eye size for height and width. So let's go back to this, and we're going to clear that. And we're going to go here to our INI editor and go to Skyrim Prefs. And then we're going to find under display those 2 settings, which should be down towards the bottom right here. So we're going to change this one to 1080. So we're going to play this like we're on 1080p. Okay. So it's going to be windowed, but and then this should be 1920. Okay, and we want to change this to, well, considering we're on a much bigger screen, we want to run it borderless, and we want to run it windowed. So I don't know if we can get, Also, we don't have any anti-aliasing going on because we don't have PureDark's upscaler. So this would be a good test to see, what it's actually going to draw without the upscaler. The shadow map resolution is still at 4098. Okay, so we're going to save that. Now we should be um, on that. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go here. We want to grab this. This is the flashing save game fix. Want to open this link? Yes, I want to open that link. All right, so that actually came up on my upper screen. So we're going to, let's make this smaller. Okay, cool. Now we can bring this down here so people can see it. Okay, so that link takes us directly to the flashing save games fix. So there's a different one for widescreen than there is for regular. So we need to actually download this. And that should show up in our downloads folder. We want to hide installed. We don't want to delete. We want to hide installed. Is it? Okay, it's working on it. Good. Quit double clicking. I want a single click. There we go. So we need to install this. So this is going to be for our 1920 by 1080, right? So we're going to install that. So we're following the instructions is what we're doing. We do not have any Dyn-to-Lod going. I think we have to rebuild body slide also. So let's take this and we're going to dump this, send to separator. Let's just dump it up into utilities or something, right? Okay, cool. We'll dump it up there. So we don't have a body slide going on here. And we do need to also change this to, some of these things probably won't be here. You'll have to install these programs outside of your mod organizer. So you'll have to link those yourself. So we don't want to be on that. We want to be on 1920 by 1080. We want to play this borderless windowed. Okay. And everything else, I think we can probably leave where it's at. Recommended tweaks, we'll go ultra. Do we want to try to run PureDark's upscaler, just the DLAA? Or do we want to run TAA? I'm thinking let's just run TAA for the time being. We need to change this to 65. Shadows. Let's turn off the ambient occlusion because that's happening in the, we'll turn off the lens flare, turn off the screen space reflections. Those are things that are happening in the ENB. And our view distance. Okay, so where is TAA? Should be here. So we're going to run TAA borderless window 1920 by 1080. So let's save that. All right, cool. So that should be all set up. Let's go back to our instructions. Recommended hardware. Yeah, we've already set up our Skyrim Special Edition folder, but this is how to set it up to get on 1.5.97 and how to get ENB in there and Reshade. So I don't think, well, we probably have RTGI because that would be in our different folder, right? That would be in this folder. So I believe we have RTGI in here. Well, I don't see it there. Do we have RTGI? Yes, we do. Okay, so that's something you'd have to buy. What's up, Islam? If you wanted to use it. It's not that big of a difference. So that tells you, and then we've already got SKSE installed, Xlogen, TextGen, Dynalot if you want to run them. What we can do is we could install, we have those for this load order, but we don't have them installed currently. Let's see how it runs without it. We do need to run body slide. So let's do that. But yeah, basically this is a different instance of MO2 that was created from the Wabbajack. So I think the first thing we want to do is we want to go up here. Let's choose groups. We just want 3BBB. We are going to unclick everything else. Just makes it easier to find what we're looking for. Because we got to build a body. We're bodybuilders. All right, so that, can the list run 2560 by 1440? Yeah, it can. You would just have to change the resolution like I did at the beginning of this video, because I run face slow download speed below 500 kilobyte when downloading from Nexus mod page. Maybe on the last couple of mods that downloaded Islam may have been slower, but that might be because I was uploading stuff too, you know. You should be able to run this list on whatever resolution you want to run at, just by changing the INI. I mean, currently the Wabbajack is set up for 3440 by 1440 because I play widescreen 1440 resolution, but I just changed it to be 1080p, so 1920 by 1080, borderless windowed. So I went over that in the beginning of this video, how to set all that up. But we need to build a body. So the first thing we need to do is, what do we need? We need CBBE, 3BBB, amazing SMP object player, and we need to build that. Okay, and then we're going to build all of these too. A cup, build it. B cup, build it. D cup, build it. And C cup, build it. Okay, so those are all built. So now we need to go over here and we're going to pick more groups. Oh, can it run on that without the upscaler? Yeah, it probably could. I mean, the frame rate may suffer. It is a heavy list. Okay, the list is very heavy. We're going to check it out what it's going to be at 1080p. Battle Mage, CV bodies, that one, that one, that one. We're going to grab everything. We're building every freaking thing. Why? Because we can. Although we only need that. Well, we'll build that too. No, no, yes, 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 yes. We're not doing Touched by Debella. We are doing Amy Needs Cake and Unassigned. Okay, those are all those. We need to pick this. We need to pick, facing this issue when I try to download any file that is higher than 20 megabyte. It's very strange. Try to download mods from different website. Download speed 1.7 megabyte. Are you a premium member of Nexus? Because that may have something to do with it too. So we're going to do CVVE, 3BB, Amazing Underwear. and curvy. So let's preview that. She should be wearing underwear. She is wearing underwear. So for YouTube friendliness, we're doing perma underwear. And we're going to choose this. We're going to make sure we're on 3VB Amazing Underwear. And we're going to batch build it. And build it, baby. And then I have to see, I'm actually going to do a window capture. I'm going to change it in OBS. So when I start the game up, it's just going to be a window capture of 1920 by 1080. And we'll see what that does. I'm not free users are able to have download speed limited 1.5 megabyte. Well, maybe it's just, these two did not compile correctly. We're just going to say OK. That should be all of that we need, but now we're going to build. It should show up in our overwrite. And it did. So we are going to dump that into its own mod. So we're going to create a mod, and we're going to call it body slide underscore output. Say OK. Turn it on. We're going to dump that up here with Nemesis. All right. The Nemesis output should be good, but we're going to try to rerun it anyway just to make sure, because this is kind of our first startup, right? So we're going to run this too. Unhandled US proxy exception line 12. System cannot find the file specified. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. I know. I know. I know. Of course I can't find it because it's in a different frickin' folder. So let's unlock that. Let's go back here. We need to go to edit. We need to change this. We need to pick a different spot. So this is in, well, this says Z, trial, mods, project new rain, Nemesis engine. That should be where it's at. Say, okay, apply, okay, run it. Now it should find it. No. System cannot find the file specified. I wonder why. Exception caught. Directory. Iteration directory iteration. The system cannot find the path specified mod. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's go back up to edit. Let's go here. So let's go to this PC, Wabbajack, Experience, mods. Well, you ordered me a lot of those, didn't you? I'm going to be eating mints forever.
I got the package and I'm like,
did you forget that you ordered another one?
yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that says Nemesis output. We're looking for Project New Rain. My wife. Wonderful, wonderful lady. Project New Rain Nemesis. She ordered me some mints, these mints that I like from Amazon, but apparently she forgot she ordered them, so she ordered more. And so they showed up. So now I have like mints for days. Okay, work. It says unhandled. System cannot find the file specified. It says the proxy. That's interesting. I wonder, well, body slide worked. I wonder if the game will start up. Let's find out. Oh, it's not running as administrator. That may have something to do with it. So let's go in here. You think? Um, we want to right click on that and we want to go to properties. We want to go to security and is it under compatibility? Yes, it is under compatibility. So run this program as administrator. Say apply. Okay. So let's try this again. Restart mod organizer as administrator. What's up, Dirty Razor? Test on college tomorrow. Okay, well, go study. Go study. Okay, so now we restarted as administrator. Let's see if we can get this to run. Hey, that's a beautiful screen right there. Okay, so it says additional attack, precision, extra drawing, dual wielding, eating animation, payload interpreter, EVG animated traversal, hotkey, ultimate potion, king's glaive, movement behavior overhaul, Skyrim paraglider, scar, sky idols, TK dodge. Okay, so that's a TK dodge. I have two TK dodges. One is a standalone and one is RE. So let's go back to RE. I know that one works. Animation teleport bug fix, falling art, turning animation won't affect upper body. I don't know if we need to have that turned on. All right, let's update the engine. Yeah, well, I spent this morning doing yard work in the backyard after I walked the dogs. And after the yard work, I'm like, okay, well, we're going to try to get this Wabbajack working. And if I can get it working, I'll upload it and then I'll post a link. So if anybody wants to play this or try to play this mod list, I think if you're brave, you got to be brave. Okay, this is a very heavy mod list. So if you have the hardware or you're brave, it'll be there. But I want to see what the frame rate's going to be like and what the VRAM usage is going to be like running at 1080p without Pure Dark's upscaler because I couldn't include that. That's a paywalled thing. Okay, so that's good. We should be okay. That's the widescreen one. So these are the other widescreen things I turned off. Okay. All right. Hold on to your butts. Can we run loot? Let's run loot and make sure our load order looks good. Again, this is going to be something that you're going to have to install in like a mod utilities folder. So let's see what it says. No changes to the load order and no warnings, no errors. And it says 1,114 plugins, 235 regular plugins. So you got another 20 plugins you could add on top of this list if you wanted to, regular plugins. you could add a lot more ESLs. All right. We're going to try it. Dun, 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 dun. We need the Mission Impossible music. Maybe we should time this. Is it going to take 5 minutes to start up? Probably. Hey, now live on your channel. Who's streaming on my channel? Oh, that would be me. So I've got, we're looking at 38 after the hour. So we'll see how long it takes. So I'm guessing 5 minutes. 42? We'll see. Oh, Angel came to come lay by me. Good girl. Good dog. You're such a good girl. She got to play with her buddy Scout. All right, what do you got there? Something YouTube? Is that the, I'm guessing that's the Mission Impossible music, huh?
This groundbreaking plant method is helping people lose weight while they
Oh
sleep.
no, lose weight.
Doctors have developed a method that triggers your...
Here, let's see. That's what it is. Perfect. Thanks, Irish Shot. It is lower than the recommended bit rate. Oh no. What's the recommended bit rate? Okay, so we have a dark screen over here. Let's see what's going on with this. Keep your fingers crossed. Oh, that looks promising. We have Spinny logo. In only 3 minutes, we have Spinny logo. Yep, hold on to your butts. So now we're 4 minutes in. Spin to win, yeah. So does this mean you have 2 instances of your game now? I have 2 instances of my game. I have one on my X drive, and then I created a brand new drive. This one's actually playing from a SATA drive. It's not playing from an M.2. But I created another instance of Mod Organizer on a 1 terabyte. Here, I can show you. Let's. All right, wait a minute. Let's go here. Come on, give me my mouse. Where's my mouse? Oh, it's being a pain in my butt. Alright, we'll go back to that. Let's go back to that. Can I? Okay. Almost. There we go. Alright, so this is what I want. Okay, so this is my mod organizer right here on my X drive. This is 488 gigabytes. This is my game. And then here is a 1 terabyte drive named Wabbajack. That's what we're playing off of right now. So I created a new instance called the Nico Experience Trial. This is the mod organizer we're playing off of. But it's still using this Steam Apps Common Skyrim Special Edition. So both of them are using this base game folder. But I have 2 different instances of mod organizer 2. Is that? Oh, nice. So that's what we're doing. You can't download this now. It's not uploaded yet. Well, it's going to take a while to upload. It's about 20 gigabytes, but it's 1,341 mods, 1,112 plugins. It does not have XLoadGen, TextGen, or Dynalog done yet. And I can run it in, well, I wonder if it'll let me play my old save. It should. But it's missing, okay, so it says it's missing Dynalog, synthesis, widescreen fix, and occlusion. So these are things that I couldn't include. My Dynalog folder is like almost 40 gigabytes. I could have, synthesis requires Dynalog. And then widescreen I turned off because we're running windowed. So let's just say yes, and let's see if it'll load. And we'll see what kind of frame rate we're going to get and see how it plays. But yeah, I got it to work. It was really weird because I had 3 files that didn't want to install from the Wabbajack. One of them was Common Library NG for Paraglider. And then one of them was Embers XD Campfire Patch. And then Mura presets for immersive equipment displays. Those are the 3 that did not want to, it said it couldn't download those 3 from Nexus. And I went round and round with uninstalling them, reinstalling them. Wow, okay, that's cool. Have some frame rate, baby. Well, it's still going to drop down to 40s, 46, 47, 49, 55, 61, 68. But yeah, let me load up my old save. We're going to pick up the horse muck. All right, that calls for a little bit of a celebration here, folks. Stopping by Fat's Garden. We'll pick some for later. Okay. But I would say that it plays... Squirrel! Kick the kitty. Can we kick the kitty? No. I wonder if we have... Okay, we do have Paraglider. That's cool. You can hear your 3060 screaming. Yeah, well, it's allocating 16 gigabytes worth of VRAM at 1080p. Now, that's only the allocation. That's not actually what it's using. And yeah, we don't have any Dynalod, so you can see the trees and the grass pop into view. I don't know, it may run better with Dynalod. But I would say that that's a successful installation. It runs. Why do I... Oh, the crosshair is really tiny. Talking Stone Camp. We have big mammoths. Alright, let's go for a little flight. There is no distant LOD. That's terrible. Which means that when we get down here, Robert's Gorge is going to pop into view. Well, it's impressive that it's able to copy a whole load order. You know, that's what's impressive. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to drop in here by Crabber's Shanty. And we're going to save the game. Yeah, I'm going to drop. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop in my loads. And then I'm going to change this back to 3440 by 1440. And we're going to try it that way. Yeah, my save file works. Well, it's the same load order. Why wouldn't it work? Right? It's the exact same load order. It made a copy of my entire load order. Except for the other things. Okay, so what do we have here? Something in overwrite? Yeah, we have something in overwrite. What's in overwrite? We have SKSC and we have textures, photo mode, screenshots, paintings. Okay, so photo mode is trying to set something up. So let's go here. And let's drag and drop this guy into there. So that should have put it in there. So that is under textures, photo mode, screenshots. It did not drop it in there. Can we drop that in there? Photo mode, textures, photo mode, screenshots. So paintings should be under screenshots, and it's not. Interesting. Character transformation looks so unique compared to all the other lists. I like it when people just go crazy with mods. Yeah. Well, I put in here what I like. Let's do this. And we'll see if we can just do it one at a time. Yatta da 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 yatta da da. Okay, and we can just delete that because it's empty. All right, and this is SKSE plugins, immersive equipment displays, actor limit fix, barter limit fix. These are logs, but under immersive equipment displays. All right, so we have some stuff under immersive equipment displays, keybind, variables, and we have some logs under SKSE also. So why don't we go here, go to immersive equipment displays, and why don't we, oops, wonder if I can grab that whole thing and dump it in there. Maybe. It's not letting me do it. You dirty dog. All right, so we can probably get rid of, those are just under plugins. That we can delete. SKSE plugins, and then we have logs. So should we make a new, we should probably make a new mod out of that. Create mod, and we're going to call it SKSE logs. So any future logs will go into this. And we'll dump that up here. Yeah, those are just all the logs. Okay, so that's good. Now we need to go and grab a few things. So this is our new installation that's in Z file. So we need to go here and look at our old installation, modding MO2, and then we're going to go into mods, and we're going to look for a few things. First one being text gen. Well, we can get X load gen. So X load gen output, and then we want to grab text gen output. So TE text gen output, control, select, and then we want to grab synthesis, which would be under S, SY, synthesis output, and we want to grab Dynalod output. So we're just going to copy these over since I've already created them. Dynalod output. So we're going to right-click copy, right-click paste. We put those in the wrong stinking folder. Herps. Herps. Should we stop this? Yeah, we should stop this because those are in the wrong folder. We need to put those in the mods folder. Paste. And then let's go back here and we need to get rid of those. Okay, we cleaned it up. We can wait for this to get in there. So that should give us, hi baby.
I have a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I know, 1 o'clock.
1:30.
Okay. Love you. Bye. Anyhow, while this is doing its thing, I don't really want to open this up, but I should be able to go into profiles and go into our INI. Skyrim Prefs INI. We should be able to mess with this while that's open. This is only a text file. And it's borderless. Where's the full screen? TAA, no. So this one is what I want to change here. Let's change that to 1440. We're going to change this one to 3440. And then we want to do, well, we're running borderless windowed. Oh, it's full screen. So we're on full screen, borderless full screen. Now you want to play Skyrim? You can? Cool. So that should be good for that. You know, the other thing that we should really do, let's save this. So now we should be 3440 by 1440. Let's go over here and let's find Skyrim. Upscaler. Nice. So we want to copy that. And then we want to go here and mods and paste that. So we just put the upscaler back in. It says it's got 12 minutes to go. That's a lot of files. What's up, Soul Chases? Nico! How's it going? It's going exceptionally well. I now have 2 instances of MO2 on 2 different drives in my game. So if we look at my drives, this one is Mod Organizer. This is my game that I've been playing. I made a new drive called Wabbajack, and I created this, the Nico Experience Wabbajack file, and then I used Wabbajack to install it here. So I have 2 instances of MO2 now. One is the one that I, for 6 hours. Dynalod won't take 6 hours. Xloadgen will take about 3. Dynalod will take about an hour and a half. TextGen will take about 35 to 40 minutes. At least on my system with this load order. The good news is the grass cache is already included in the Wabbajack file. So you won't have to run grass cache. That takes a long time. But it was only, I mean, how big's the grass cache anyway? I think it's only, let's find out. We have time. Modding MO2, mods, and then let's look up grass cache. C, D, E, F, G, G, R. Grass cache output is 3.22 gigabytes. So 3.25 gigs of the Wabbajack is the grass cache. And that's why my Wabbajack is like 20 gigabytes. Well, it's 19.2 gigabytes, the Wabbajack file is. But yeah, it's, if I open this up, we'll open it up, just take a look at it. And when I created the mod list, we'll take a look at this. This is what I created. Do we need to downgrade Skyrim to any previous versions? Yes. Yes, you do. So this was me creating it, and then this was me installing it. And then, so I put it in the Z drive, and yeah, it'll pull up. This is good. We'll pull this down here. It'll pull this up. This is the README that I wrote. And basically, I've got Skyrim Special Editions folder set up. So mod requires version 1.5.97 of the game. Download a fresh copy of Skyrim from Steam. Download Enderroll. Take the Skyrim SE EXE and Bink W64 DLL from Enderroll and copy paste them into your Skyrim Special Editions folder. Congratulations, your game is now version 1.5.97 and you have the free Creation Club content. That's how easy. That's how you downgrade. So it's in the instructions how to downgrade. Okay, it's right here. And then I want you to download and install RudyZNB, and then download my tweaked version of RudyZNB and let it overwrite, and then download Reshade. I give you the link, and then this is my Reshade preset. You can use RTGI if you want, but it's going to cost you $5. It's okay if you don't. It'll run fine without it. Okay, so you don't need it. It looks better with it, but very little bit better, not a lot better. So it's fine without it. You don't need to do it unless you want to. And then go to reshade.me and run the installer, choose DX11, Nico's Reshade. It will pick the right shaders you need and install them. And then you're going to go to silverlock.org and you're going to get the version of script extender for 2.0.20. And then you're going to get the 3D compiler underscore 47 DLL. And I've got a link to that also where you can grab it. And then you're going to install Engine Fixes Part 2. These are all things, and then rybash. All right, and I've got links to all of that here. And then this is optional but highly recommended, running Xlowgen, TextGen, and Dynalod. Okay, yeah, I really expanded on the README since the last time you read it, Ireshot. I've added in a lot of stuff. There are some errors that will come up, and you will have to, and then I go into how to pretty much set up your driver, your Windows, recommended paywall mods, which is Skyrim Upscaler. Again, it'll work without it, but I recommend it. It'll run better with it. The MCM menu, I do have some things there that you can do. Also, I put the default keys. So caps lock plus enter will open the ENB menu, backspace open immersive equipment displays. So all of those are listed here if you need to know what keys I set things up for. And then word of warning. Some creatures will be de-leveled, so you might come across a level 30 ogre at level 1 and have to run to survive. Ye have been warned. That is true. And then it also says many BDO armors are included, but only available through Add Item menu. I recommend exploring the things that are available in that menu. And yeah, the armor that she's wearing is in Add Item menu is how you get it. But Add Item menu is a mod that's included in the Wabbajack. So you can just explore it, you know. Type in BDOR, type in armor, and take a look at what's in there, you know, or anything else. And yeah, get whatever you want. Okay, this is almost done. Says it's only got a gig left to go. But yeah, that's how I set it up. And that's what you're going to do. I used 3.2.0 is the Wabbajack version I used. So write that down, Ireshot. Don't get 3.4, get 3.2.0. I used an older version of Wabbajack. It may work with 3.4, but I don't know. I know it does work with 3.2. And the way to do that is don't get the exe installer. Yeah. But get the zip file and then unpack the zip file. If you get the exe installer, it'll give you the latest version. Okay, makes sense? All right, cool. Hold on to your butts. I made a shortcut on my desktop to the new installation. So we should have some mods that we need to enable. Synthesis is one of them. Dynalot output, Skyrim upscaler, TextGen, XLoGen. So you can add files directly to your mods folder and they'll show up here and you can just enable them. So I need to move some things around. XLoGen goes up at the top of load. TextGen goes below that. Dynalot goes below that. And then we have TextGen fixes. We actually want this at the top. Bright LOD waterfall fix. We can put that after. And then Skyrim upscaler, we want to move all the way to the top. Send to separator. And we're going to put that under optimization. Okay, Rabbit. Let's sort the load order. And then now we should be able to see it in 3440 by 1440 glory. Yeah, 3.2.0. Like I said, it may work in 3.4, but I know it works in 3.2. Why? Because I got another drive and I made a 1 terabyte hard drive. So how much room did it take? So it says 537 gigabytes free of 931. So it's taking about 400 gigabytes. I do recommend a 500 gigabyte drive. And the reason for that is I'll show you what we're going to do. I don't have a swap file in that yet. So we need to go down here. We need to go to System, Settings, and we're going to go to System. We're going to go to Advanced. Do I have Advanced? I hate this menu. No results for virtual memory. You got to be freaking kidding me. All right, fine. We'll do it this way. Since you're going to be a biatch, we'll go directly to the old version of the control panel. And we're going to go to System and Security. And we're going to go to System. We're going to go to Advanced System Settings. We're going to go to Settings. We're going to go to Advanced. And then we're going to go to Change. And then we're going to go down to our Wabbajack that does not have a page file. We're going to do a custom size, and we're going to set it at 40,000 and 40,000. So now I have a 40 gigabyte page file on that drive. Okay, 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 close, close, SKSE, run it, baby. So yeah, this is on a SATA drive. It's a Samsung 1 terabyte SATA drive that I basically reformatted when I got my 8 terabyte, and that's what I'm using for testing this Wabbajack installation. So that's kind of what's going on. I think what I need to do is I'm probably going to need to change to game capture from display capture. So the screen's going to go black here until the game starts up, okay? Don't freak out. Not the end of the world. You still have me in the corner. I run 40 gigabyte page file on the drive with the because basically anything that bleeds over your VRAM is going to end up in that page file. It's going to end up in system RAM. So it's good to have it on the same drive. Just data transfer will be quicker. And if you can put it on an M.2, it'll be even faster than on a SATA drive. And if you have resizable bar, it's going to be even faster from the CPU to the graphics card. So these are all things to think about when you're thinking about data transfer. But yeah, this is the setup, and it copied all of my separators and my entire mod list. It copied everything, which is pretty amazing that Wabbajack can do that. Not only that, I think, you know what? We should probably go over by Kinesgrove. Do you remember I lowered that log? It's the end of the world, yes. I lowered that log over by Kinesgrove. I uploaded that file to Nexus. So the file that got downloaded on this instance of MO2 is that file. I want to make sure that that log is moved. We can go check that. Also, what are some other changes that I made? Why not use an NVMe? I do use an NVMe. I've got my motherboard has 3 NVMe slots, but I can only use 2 because I'm on a 10th gen processor. If I had an 11th gen processor, I could use the third one. Okay, so one of those is a terabyte that I have my other installation of MO2 on, and my operating system is on the other one. So I do run it off in an M.2 NVMe, but I'm running it on this just to test if I could actually install everything correctly from the Wabbajack. I needed another drive. I needed another 500 gigabytes worth of space somewhere. So this is just for testing purposes. Okay, but when I run the game, I'm going to run it off of my other installation, which is on an M.2. I recommend running it off an M.2 if you can, yeah. Why does that look really big? Oh, I know why. We changed back to widescreen, but we didn't turn on all the widescreen fixes for all of our menus. Remember the 4 files I disabled? Yeah, I forgot to turn them back on. So when this comes up, we're going to have to wait a little while because I got to go back to Mod Organizer 2 and turn on those fixes for widescreen. That's why it looks so big, because the fix for widescreen is not in. Also, does it seem jittery or is it pretty smooth, the image? And the reason I ask was I was running G-Sync, but yeah, oops. But I wasn't running V-Sync with G-Sync. And I think that was the issue that was causing the jittery screen, was I needed to run both of them together. So I'm going to see if that works and we can run, well, we're running game capture, so it should be smooth. Tell you what, let's change that. I got to know. So does that look jittery? I just changed it. That actually looks pretty smooth too. We're gonna try that. Okay. I need to quit out of this and let's go turn on our widescreen stuff. So we're basically gonna go to the filter down at the bottom and type in widescreen. And that should pull up the 4 things I need to turn on. For widescreen. And then I need to also go Sky UI and find the other flashing save game fix. Widescreen, flashing save game fix widescreen. So I need to turn that one off. Okay. We should be good. Let's try it again. So we're going to try it on just display capture and see if it's smooth. Because now I'm running G-Sync with also running V-Sync. They say that, it may still tear a little bit if you're not running both of them together. I was doing research into it, so that's what I found. And I can be on for about another 3 hours, but tonight's sushi night, so we're going out for sushi. And yeah, I don't say no to that. Is the stuff in the overwrite folder important? Yeah, very important. Basically, you should always clear out your overwrite folder. Things that end up there are some mods like body slide. When you run body slide, it'll create a bunch of try files, right? That'll end up in your overwrite folder. You should make that into a new mod. Right click on it, say make a new mod, call it body slide output, and then throw it up into your load order somewhere at the bottom, right? And leave it enabled. And then anytime you run body slide after that, those files will automatically go there. Same thing with Nemesis, okay? But if you don't clear out your overwrite, then you'll have just a jumble of files in there and you won't know where they came from or what they go to. So bad to let them pile up, okay? Because you're never going to sort them out and figure out what goes where. So anytime you see that little icon up here in the corner, that notification icon, right? That says you have stuff in your overwrite folder, go deal with it. Go drag and drop it into whatever file it goes to or create a new mod out of it. Like I have a new mod called Nemesis Output. I created a new mod called Body Slide Output. I created a new mod called X Load Gen Output. All right. So when those files generated other files, I was able to make that into its own mod. And then anytime in the future when those mods create another, if I run Nemesis again, I don't have to do that. It won't end up in my overwrite. It goes, oh, there's already a mod for that. And it'll dump it right into my Nemesis output because I already created a mod for it. And yeah, basically the best rule of thumb is to clear that overwrite folder. I even have mods that are just like log files, right? I made a mod and I called it, okay, SKSE logs. I did that here today because a bunch of log files ended up, same for generating grass cache. Yeah, true. It'll end up in your overwrite and just create a mod called grass underscore cache or whatever you want to call it, you know, my grass happy place, whatever you want to call it, right? But create a mod out of it and get it out of your overwrite folder. What do you mean, huh? What if you hover, have it in there, but it doesn't stay at the top? I have no idea what you're talking about, Soul Chasing. Soul Chelsea? Soul Chelsea. Chase. Soul Chaser. I had to look at that. What does that say? Sorry, my eyes are bad. Soul Chaser. I get it. You're the Soul Chaser. Um, yeah, I don't know what you're asking about staying at the top. Personally, I always clear out my overwrite folder. I try to leave it empty. The overwrite, my overwrite's at the bottom. Well, that's where mine is. Of course, I'm using separators, so that may have put it there. I don't know. Still not sure what you're asking about the overwrite. Sometimes I have files in the overwrite, but it doesn't say that I have them. It should always tell you that you have, or you're talking about the little notification at the top that says, hey, you have files in your overwrite. It should always tell you. All right, hold on to your butts. We dumped in all the LODs. Actually, this may be a problem because, no, it shouldn't be. Because the save that I made didn't have any LODs. So now we're adding back in LODs. It might have screwed things up. We'll see. Let's see if it says it's successfully initialized. Load maintenance finished. Manually clear them. Well, I manually clear mine too. Okay, so we're not getting the paraglider, which is interesting. So I'm thinking, yeah, the loads are in there. We're probably gonna die.
Can't miss.
Hiding will not save you.
I'm not hiding, I'm right in front of you.
You dare challenge me? Got me! Time for some fun.
I do not fear you, Dovahkiin.
Well, you should.
Back off!
Hiding will not save you.
Won't rest till you're dead.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I don't know anybody in Christmas, Florida. We are having a slight problem with this. Not being set up.
No escape now. Surrender, or don't. You're dead either way. Any last words?
Match for mine.
Alright, come on down to the ground, dude. Come on down. Thank you. Eat my twin blade. I'll just stand under you and cut
Tricky
you
little
apart.
contraption.
Oh, now we're stuck. Let me out, let me out. Okay. Alright, then we need to fix our... We'll take all that. We need to fix this. So we need the flip dagger. The other flip dagger is not there. This is kind of minor. So we're going to go here. We're going to do that. Go here. That one's set up. Go there. That one's set up. Set up. Set up. But we want that as the icon. Okay. And we're not getting the paraglider. So let's try this first. We're going to try dropping it. And picking it back up. It says you can now paraglide. You liar. I can't paraglide. Oh no!
Your destiny is sealed. That's your best?
Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me. Give me a bigger weapon. Better run. Better
I'll
run,
rearrange your
better
face.
heal. We're going over the water. Heal
Death
me.
cannot stop me.
Heal me.
I will haunt you for eternity.
We're swimming.
Scream, plea, or pray. None of it will matter soon.
Where's the big bear? Well, at least we took out the spider. You look very majestic standing there. You look like dinner. Pre-cooked for your enjoyment. All right. So what we need to do is we need to create a save and then load that save. I still don't know what's up. It's got to be a load order thing with the paraglider. That's the only thing I can think of. So now we should be able to paraglide. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go see them loads. Yep, there's all the loads. Nice. Very nice. Okay, this is running on a SATA drive. Yeah, pretty decent frame rate. Dead guy. Rotten chest requires a key. So, okay.
Prepare to die.
All right, that was interesting. We activated the... Oh. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Here. Eat that. You want another one?
Focus.
Have another one. What do we got? Mud crabs coming after me too? Oh,
Let's get this over
oh
with.
my gosh. Little swamp foglings. This guy's firing fire at me and everything. So, yeah, it's going to be a little hectic. Can you see? So, like I said, yeah, that's a feral drogger. He had the key. So this is an unmarked location. But yeah, those little foglings, they leave fog. When you kill. Oh my
All in the
gosh.
finesse.
Really? Okay, here, eat that. Here, you want another one? Just for you. Alright, fine.
Run. And
I'll
I might not
slash
chase
you. Alright, let's go find out what's in that rotten chest. Because now we have the key. Bloody rags. And a bloody tankard. Boy, they did it, you know, nasty. But I'll take those. Even the silver goblet has blood in it. Yeah, little foglings.
Ooh, that's a relief.
So yeah, it'll drop down. I just saw 38, but 45. But again, we're playing at 3440 by 1440, and we are now on a SATA drive. that has not had a chance to index yet. But yeah, it's pulling 16 gigs worth of VRAM. But I'm hoping at a lower resolution it won't pull as much VRAM. Still, even, you know, anything above 40 frames a second, yeah, it'll drop to 20 something there. There's a Kendall. What mod is the hover? That is called Nipple Magic. And that is part of the expanded skeleton. So whenever she's using magic, she will hover. And now you can see why it's called Nipple Magic. So if I change to like fire,
Stand in my path and you will be torn
it basically shoots from her boobs. So nipple magic. But I'll show you where that can be turned on. If you go to mod configuration and you go all the way to the bottom to the expanded skeleton, so you should be using XPMSE, and you go to styles and go all the way to the bottom, you will find magic style. And you see where it says nipple magic? So that's where you turn it on. If I put it on default, then she won't hover. So it's down here. So now if I put that away, right, and I pull it back out again, now she's just standing on the ground. And when she uses magic, that's the default. Okay?
Fire will engulf all who stand in my path.
So that's the default magic without the nipple magic, right?
The path of resistance leads only to... You truly believe you can kill me? You are deluded.
So that's what she's going to get there. Oh, okay. So that's cool. I actually like that. We're going to leave it there because now she's getting the random magic idle animations along with strange ruins. So that's pretty cool. What if I change
Guess it's
to
that
this?
time again.
What does she do with fire? She just throws the fireball. But that's pretty cool. Isn't there a hover for magical jump? I don't think so. So if we go into magical jumping, you've got audio, you've got visual, they have platform. This is just jump height, magicka usage, stamina usage, gameplay, hold to sprint, attack magnitude, troubleshooting, hotkeys. Yeah, so I don't see anything about hovering with magical jumping. And magical jumping, I mean, let's turn on a little bit of light here. She got the dive because she was in water. So if I'm standing in water, I will get this is should I get the dive animation? That's from Underdog. because she's standing in water, right? That's an interesting looking plant there. So, okay, we do have the slushy ice around our ice flows. Alright, we're setting up a tent. It's not running that bad, though, for being on an SSD. A SATA SSD. Well, I'll use those blankets working. Oh, she pulled it over her head, though. Gotta stay warm somehow. Alright, let's do about 13 hours. It's cold. Get up. Maybe we should make a fire. Boy, we set it up right at the water's edge, didn't we? Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, 51, 53, 48, 40, 42. So it'll run between, you know, like 40 and the 75. That's my max. So, I mean, I can't complain too much about that with everything I got crammed in here. Especially with visuals like this. And we are running... Yeah, we've got RTGI on. Ray Trace Global Illumination. And we are running Pure Dark's Upscaler on preset C balanced. And we are running pretty much everything on ENB. And I'm pretty sure everything is cranked up high. Or was she just coughing? Yeah, if I come down here to like shadows, very high, very high, very high, everything's on very high. So you could probably lower some settings here and get some better frame rate. But I think we need to get a hawk feather or something because we're definitely... We have eagle feathers. That'll work. So now we're not diseased anymore. I blame the foglings.
No escape.
Oh, we got
Divines await you.
We got a kill cam with a fire. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the floating nipple magic, though. But I mean, the little toss in the air is kind of cool, too. Oh, now you're not going to do the toss in the air. Alright, fine. Switch back to these. So I would say, yeah, that was a successful Wabbajack. The parallax textures are there too, because you can see the Here, let's go to first person. Those are a little spiky looking. And that's a slightly different color. So not perfect, but pretty darn good. And this is our SKB sand. It's blending pretty good with other textures around it. This should be our reflecting ice, our slush. Oh no, Horker attack! Frame rate out here is in this, 49, 50 to 70. Not bad.
I will crush your skull soon enough.
Hey, leave the bunny alone. Hey, we got a level up available. Yeah, the blending up here looks pretty good on the textures. Not bad. Okay, we're gonna do this. So it still shows. Okay, so all of that was display capture. Was that? Tell me, was that smooth or was it jittery? I need to know. So I gots to know. And then I need to, give me just a second here, upload file, that one, open. Yeah, it won't let me put it there. Basically, I'm starting the upload at Mega. So I need to make that a small. Don't close it. Then we'll go back here.
Victory shall elude your grasp.
That's all smooth. Yeah, this is display capture. So that was it. It's VSync. You have to run, if you're running G-Sync, you have to run VSync with it. I love this texture too. This is his wet sand from SKB. With the reflections and everything, it's really a nice texture. Nice. Okay, so I figured out that issue. Now if I could only figure out the stupid paraglider issue. Those are some big clams. Yeah, up on the northern coast, we're in the 50s. Yeah, it's lagging now because I started the upload. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quit out of the game. And I'll show you why it's lagging. I'll show you exactly why it's lagging. You see this right here? It says in progress. So we'll pause it for a minute. We'll let YouTube catch back up. Yeah, so this is the issue here. I think it's finally caught up. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna end stream. So thanks for stopping by, and I will upload a link to the web.